because as you can kind of see by the title, it's finally here. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, something that has been teased for God knows how long, probably several years at least. Everyone's been talking about how bad they've been wanting it to happen. I'm very happy to say that it's finally happening. I mean, obviously, there's been so much speculation as far as, how they're going to run it. Like, is it going to be VMAX style? Is it going to be Dynamax style versus the evolutionary style with the mega evolutions? But as far as it goes right now, just looking at the base games themselves, I mean, I see that the style in which they're approaching it, they're trying to give it like a little bit of a nostalgic twist. I don't mind that whatsoever as far as the graphics. Obviously you could say to yourself like, oh, that's 2021, they should do better graphics. But honestly, I don't mind it. I don't mind the twist on it. What matters to me is the game content, I'm excited that we're going to be getting them because this has been something I've been asking for forever. So I'll be interested to see how they're going to kind of run it. If they do make it one of these things where it is going to be a pure base, pure base game where they don't change anything, it's more of a remastering than a remake, I'll be fine with that. I would be obviously a lot more, excited if they did add some things into the game. So that's because it makes it more fun for the content. I mean, they said that, in the actual trailer, they said giving it a nostalgic twist, but also fresh new content. So that would, have me to believe that they're going to add some more stuff into it. Otherwise, I'd be pretty surprised. Outside of that, the Arceus. Hey, what's up, Physic? How's it going, brother? The Arceus game literally has been compared to, by everyone who's seen the trailer, to Breath of the Wild. Out of all games you can compare a Let's Go style game to Breath of the Wild is one of the top things you can ever get compared to, because that game is great, and the fact of the matter that we're going to get a Pokemon variation of that based on the graphic and artistic style in which they're developing it, I think that's great news for the Pokemon community. And so, to be honest with you, everyone was very speculative when they said Let's Go Sinnoh, right? Everyone was like kind of freaking out, like, are they going to make them Let's Go games? But they kind of made like both. And the Let's Go Sinnoh variation that they're making with Arceus, I never thought I'd say this, but that one looks even more exciting than the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I think they're both going to be great. I mean, I'm going to get all three. And literally just take my money. I've been talking about this forever. So I'm very excited, to say the least, as far as it goes. With the updates in which they're going to be doing the game, and so and it's one of these things too where I'll definitely keep everyone kind of up to date as far as it goes when I kind of find out the news on what they're gonna be kind of going in the direction of when it comes to the remake. So because heck, man, I mean, as a huge fan of Sinnoh Gen 4, this is what I've been asking for. And the fact of the matter too that they outsourced the development team, but they still kept Masuda on the project. Masuda, if people who don't know, he was one of the original developers for Diamond and Pearl. Not to mention, I mean, he's notoriously named after the Masuda method on how to catch shinies. So the dude's a legend in the community. Like, if you're gonna keep someone on Game Freak who's not gonna just screw it up, he's the person you want to keep on it. And then on top of that, they're taking a chance on outsourcing the project. So it's one of these things where, there's a good opportunity in the market for, innovation when it comes to Pokemon. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Game Freak's been just dropping the ball the past couple of years in the past couple of games. So I'm very, very excited, to say the least, when it comes to what's going to be coming. Yeah, Physics, dude, I'm very excited about Sinnoh. Honestly, this is going to be exciting. So, yeah, Arceus game, I mean, the variation in which they're running it too, like, when it comes to the Let's Go series, it was obviously in like third person perspective, but how they're giving it to you from a different pan angle, I think it's a really cool spin on it. How you're able to throw the Pokeball and stuff. I'm very excited to see what the Arceus is going to look like. I mean, and the thing that kind of, and this is just me personally, at least, obviously I wanted the remakes, and I'm very excited that we're getting the remakes and we're getting the Arceus. But the biggest reason why I wanted it was because the set series that are going to come out are going to be centered around the new games. That's how it's always been. And so the fact of the matter that we're getting purely Sinnoh, which is my favorite series, and we're getting complete remakes of the games, I cannot wait to see what the card sets are going to be, because it's going to be amazing, you know? And then the question is going to be asked, are they going to introduce the VMAXs? Are they going to introduce the are they going to introduce the Mega Evolutions? Are they going to be bringing back level X's because they're trying to do nostalgic, kind of like how they had the EXs with the, you know, remakes when they did Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So it's like one of these things where I'm very excited to see the twist that they're going to make in the card series. So it's very, very exciting, to say the least, on what's to come as far as it goes coming into the future. Yeah, dude, they are going to be, dude, it's, today's been a good day. So, and obviously, you know, it's not even the 27th anniversary yet, you know, or 25th anniversary, sorry. That's tomorrow, the 27th, is what I was trying to say. I am even more excited for what's going to happen tomorrow, because we're going to be getting the announcement, finally, for the new set that's been coming out. A long awaited, dude. Like, this is what we've been waiting for forever, and it's only one day away. So, you know, stay tuned for what that is going to look like. So, because honestly, like, the fact of the matter that, you know, we just got Sinnoh. That's all I can say. And I'm very excited as a huge Sinnoh fan myself. And so I'll be interested to see what that looks like. So a couple of things as well. Just kind of give updates on everything going on with Pokemart USA. Couple updates. One, everyone who pre-ordered your Darkness Ablaze, it was shipped out on Wednesday. So awesome to hear that everything's going to come out smoothly. Shining Fates, I got my first batch. I'm shipping that out. I shipped that out already as well, so everyone should be receiving product. Yeah, physics, dude, everyone was waiting so long, and I'm just very happy that it's finally here, at least. So that product should be coming out. As far as it goes, I got some news that I was going to be getting some of my allocation cut for Shining Fates when it comes to reorder. So people who have already ordered will be getting what they get, so don't worry about that. But reorders, I'm going to get my allocation cut, so that's going to be pretty tough when it comes to the breaker that I've been talking about, as well as people getting new product. So that's kind of disappointing. Another thing as well, battle style build and battles were cut. I got an email as well saying that they got 12 times orders than what they actually received from the Pokemon Company. So as much as I hate to say it, I've never done this before, but I might actually have to cut orders for battle style or build and battles. Everyone who ordered everything else, though, I talked to my sales rep. You will be receiving your booster boxes. You will be receiving your battle VMAX boxes, as far as I know, and then you will be receiving your Elite Trainer boxes. That's just going to come out in waves. So that's one of the reasons why I added more to the site, was because I did get approved. I didn't restock on the I didn't restock on the build and battles because I was informed that there was going to be a possible cut. So and literally I got that email today. I called my sales rep and said, is this true? Am I really going to get cut? They're like, yep, you're going to get cut. And I'm like, sick. Am I fine with everything else? They're like, yep, everything else is fine. I'm like, sweet, that's good to know. This is why I didn't add it to the site, to be safe. But yeah, no, so very much so disappointed, to say the least. But you know, this is the first time I've ever had to cancel orders, if you know that's something I end up doing, because literally so far it's been one of these things where I've literally been very cautious, very safe about doing it. But if they completely cut, you know, God knows how much they're going to cut. It sounds like it might be everything, to be honest with you, because of how short-staffed they are then, or limited they are in product, then, I mean, there's not much I can do about it at that point, you know? They give me the allocation, and then they say, sorry, there's not much we can do. So I'm sorry about that for everyone. This is kind of new to me. So, but on the bright side, I guess, like I said before, for everyone who ordered other Pokemon Battle Style products, you will be receiving all of that. And then the same goes with people who ordered Shining Fates. So I'm just going to do my best to kind of just maneuver through this mess. Obviously, there's not much you can really do as a retailer when, you know, the allocations are getting cut all of a sudden because the distributor's getting their allocations cut by the Pokemon Company. So that's kind of it as far as it goes with website news. Still trying to come up with a way in which there isn't anything I could do, physics. Honestly, it's the most frustrating thing, to be honest with you. I mean, literally, here's the thing. Like, the email literally said, and I'm quoting the email, it said, we received 12 times the amount of orders on what we were allocated, right? So that means for every one I ordered, or for every one they received, there was 12 more orders put in. So that's where it's one of these things where it's like, there's nothing I can do because there's nothing they can do. They don't even have the allocation for it. And, you know, that's why when I put the build-in battles, I put a very small amount on the website because I wanted to be safe about this, because I was told there was going to be cuts. And so I was like, okay, I'm fine. Because I ordered 10 cases worth, right? But if they are going to cut me down to 1 or 2 cases, I should be fine because I only put 2 on the site. But if they say you're only going to get 1, or they cut completely, then I'm screwed. You know what I mean? And so it's one of these things where it's like, there's not much I can do, you know? So, because I ordered 8. I mean, 10 cases worth, I think is a good amount. But anyway, yeah, not much I can do. It's kind of out of my hands, sadly. This is the first time I've ever had this happen before, so it's a bummer. But yeah, no, just still at this point trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the, you know, the big Shining Fates break, because my product keeps getting cut for pre-orders, or for reorders. Sorry, not pre-orders, for reorders. God, I definitely want to get that not mixed up. So hopefully I'll be able to get more for the break. And then same goes with relisting on the site. So yeah, no, it's crazy, man. It's hectic. All you can do is really hope. No, that's literally it, physics. That is literally it. So, and the thing is too, is at the end of the day, you know, as much as I hate to say it, if I don't get the product, I'll fully refund everyone. I know people will be upset about that, but there's not much I can do because it's out of my hands. I can't control the cuts that are being made by my distributor. So I'm just hoping that I at least, because here's the thing. If I ordered 8 cases worth, right? Or 10 cases worth, sorry. If they at least give me 20% of that, then I'll be fine. Everyone will get their product. But it sounds like with 1 to 12 odds, it's very, very pessimistic that I'm even going to get a case's worth. So I'm very much so at this point just, you know, bracing everyone. And then once I know for 100%, then I'll, you know, make my decision on whether or not I'm going to have to start cutting orders. So definitely hoping I can at least try and get some people's orders filled, if not everyone. So I'm going to try my best, physics. Don't worry about it. Well, you can worry about it, but... you know, I'm just gonna try and look out for everyone's best interest, you know. Okay, so as far as it goes with that, outside of that, that was kind of the main news, you know. Obviously, we've got the Logan Paul coming out. Their packs are selling for 40,000 a piece now. That's insane to me. We've obviously, you know, got the 27th or 25th anniversary coming out tomorrow on the 27th. So just, you know, it's gonna be an exciting weekend to say the least. So I'm very excited to see what happens. For those people who are outside of fans of Sinnoh, they are talking about they were doing a trailer for the Sinnoh Snap. That's going to be released April 30th. So that'll be interesting to see what that looks like. I never really grew up on Sinnoh Snap, but for those people who do, I bet you're very excited to see that. Because it looks good. It looks like a good game, honestly. I mean, I've seen like the original Sinnoh Snap games, and the variation and the recreation, I think they did a good job on. And then outside of Sinnoh Snap, you have the you have the events that are coming up too. With the Pokemon Let's Go, they're going to be doing original Kanto legendaries. They're going to be adding that up everywhere. They're also going to be doing special events in some of the other games as well, such as Pokemon Masters. And so it'll be kind of cool for those people who do play those games to kind of get the special events that are accessible. I'll be interested to see what they do. I mean, and then Sword and Shield too, before I say anything else. Sword and Shield as well is also going to get the Pikachus and the Eevees. So I think that's kind of cool. I need new Cynthia full arts. Bob, that's the thing, Bob. Honestly, like that's kind of the biggest thing right now for me is it's like, I am very much excited about the Pokemon cards that are going to come out for the set. You know, with Diamond and Pearl remakes, the Pokemon cards that are coming out, I can only imagine how good they're going to be. Because literally, that was why I was so excited for the remakes. Because when they did the remakes of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I thought, you know, Ancient Origins, I thought that I thought that Ancient Origins, and I thought that, wow, I can't believe I'm forgetting the set. The other one, the other set, if someone can refresh me. But anyway, the ones that had the original 3 in the sets themselves. God, what's it's not Ancient Origins. What was the other one? What was the other one? Oh my god, I can't believe I forget. Anyway, besides the point. The point is, I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with the new card variation. Like I said before, are they going to go the VMAX route? Are they going to go the level X route and do like kind of a remastering? Are they going to be bringing back the megas? Which Pokemon game version did I grow up playing? My first one was Platinum. No, not Dragon Majesty, Bob. It's not Ancient Origins. It's the other one. It's like the subset to Ancient Origins. It's like it's like before they introduced the full art megas. I mean, let me look it up quickly. So it's part of the EX series. If I just go to price guide, it should tell me for TCG player. No, Dragon Majesty was a 6 set though, but no, definitely not what I was referencing. XY Primal Clash. Primal Clash, my bad. Yep, sorry. I was like trying to think about which one it was. I have no clue why it took me so long. But yeah, no. Which version I grew up playing? I grew up Freshberry playing Platinum. Diamond and Pearl came out, and then so my first game I ever got and played was Pokemon it was Pokemon Sapphire. And so I got Sapphire, and then shortly after when I got Sapphire, Platinum was released, and my brother got Platinum, and I was like, that game looks sick. I want Platinum, but I didn't have a DS. So I'm so for me, after I got Platinum, I got Diamond as well. So Diamond was kind of like the one that I got as of the like original 2. So very much so as far as it goes, excited about the fact of the matter that I'm going to have the opportunity to buy both, and then the Arceus. Not to mention the fact of the matter, one of the things that I want to start doing too, and this is kind of like a niche thing for me at least, is you can actually get games graded. Like, you can have them graded. I forgot the grading company's called, but I'm going to actually go get them all 3 graded and keep them displayed in my room as like kind of a collection piece for me, because it's very, very nostalgic for me. Yeah, Primal Clash, Raheem. That was the one. I completely forgot about it. Oh, so this remake is up your alley. Should be good. Oh, Fresh Berries. Straight up, my guy. I mean, I don't know how long you've been following me for, but I literally am just the biggest Sinnoh fan. Like, all I do is ever talk about Sinnoh. Like, Sinnoh has always been my favorite region. Diamond and Pearl Platinum has always been my favorite games. The way in which they made the games, I love the evolutionary extensions with, Magmar, with Magmortar, Electabuzz with Electivire, the evolutions with Leafeon, Glaceon, all those additions, on top of the fact of the matter that I love the starting 3. I think all 3 of them are amazing. They're all 3 of my favorite subset of starters next to the originals. I think they did a fantastic job with Cynthia, who's, in my personal opinion, and I think it's hard to debate this, the hardest of the champions, which makes her so fun. Like, she's literally the queen waifu, in my personal opinion. So it's like one of these things where it's like, straight up, I'm very, very, very excited to say, like, this is very much up my alley when it comes to it. I mean, I grew up with the Level X series. That was kind of my, favorite series that I grew up with. I started off with EX. I think it was Deoxys and Crystal Guardians was kind of like the first couple of like packs that I bought, but it was transitioning into the Level X era, which is one of my favorite eras. So yeah, no, dude, this I'm very excited for, to say the least. So this is going to be awesome, So, and that's where, more speculation comes out. What are going to be the sets they're going to be introducing, And that's honestly something where, I mean, if you think about it, right, with the Sword and Shield era, we got, let's think, Sword and Shield base, Rebel Clash, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, and the special set, which is Champion's Path. And then if you really want to count it, transitioning into the Shining Fates, right? So that's 6 sets right there, right? So we're going to have 6 sets of the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Arceus ones. And I would not be surprised that if they called it Arceus Legends, there is going to be a full-on Legends remake set. When I mean Legends, I mean like Hall of Legends set, where it's going to be featuring purely Shining Legendaries. Like, it's going to be the original Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Shaman. Like, all these cards are all going to be shiny. I could be 100% wrong on that, but to be honest with you, I am very much on the belief that they're going to be teasing that pretty soon here when it comes to the sets coming out in 2022 or late 2021, because I think it would just, I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, Arceus, for those people who don't know the lore of Arceus, I mean, he's the god of Pokemon. So it's going to be one of these things where it only makes the most sense for him, or for the Pokemon company, to eventually transition into coming out with a full shiny set of the legendary Pokemon, you know, because that's something we haven't done before since Call of Legends. I mean, you can technically say, you can say Shining Legends, you know, the remake in which they did that, but I'm talking like full art variation like we've seen with, you know, Shining Fates. To be able to get, you know, the shiny Kyogre, the shiny Groudon again. We haven't really been able to do that. We've had obviously the Shining Rayquaza and a couple other Shining Legendaries from the Shining Fate set as well as the Hidden Fate set, but we haven't gotten really the full art variation that we've kind of all been wanting. And it'll be interesting to see in the twist in which they do that. Bob, I 100% agree with you, dude. All the full art, dude. I'm going to, honestly, it depends on kind of where the Pokemon market is. I kind of, to be honest with you, in considering completing the whole subset of all of them in PSA 10 condition. Like the full master set, just completing everything in PSA 10, because that's how much I care about this series. Like, I know I'm at least get the binder variations of each, but seriously, getting the PSA 10 variation of all the cards is going to be a goal of mine, because I absolutely love, like I said before, love Sinnoh. Pokemon Let's Go, I Sleep, Sinnoh Remakes, I Awake, dude, straight up, dude. And not to mention the fact of the matter, I already kind of mentioned this a little bit at the very beginning with physics, but dude, when you have Pokemon Arceus get compared to Breath of the Wild, dude, that's an amazing game to get compared to. Like, straight up. I am very excited to see what that is. Because I was not excited about the fact of the matter when they said, let's go Sinnoh. I was freaking out, like, having PTSD of, like, them just absolutely botching it. And so the fact of the matter that they gave us both options, and one of those options, the Let's Go variation, is going to be done in a Breath of the Wild style format, dude, that is very exciting to say the least. So I am very much hyped. I know a lot of people are kind of like dogging on the graphics for Diamond and Pearl, but here's my kind of philosophy on it, you know. The way in which they did it and the way in which they approached it is to the point of nostalgia for old people, and it's to bring people in that did not grow up playing in the DS era of Pokemon. And so they kind of get to get that nostalgic feeling. And what I think they're going to do is they're going to add as well more to it when it comes to, in the words of the, I don't know what the name of the lady is, but in her quote words, she said, we're going to be bringing nostalgia as well as fresh content to the game. So basically my kind of thoughts are, you know, a lot of people are saying it might be a remastering. I doubt it's going to be a remastering based off of those words alone. I could be reading into it too much, but it just would make more sense if they're going to add content into the game. But who knows? You know, obviously with the graphics, people are saying, oh no, they just copy pasted, made it into a version that was for the Switch. But I don't see that happening, considering the fact of the matter that, you know, this has been, you know, hyped up so much, and they outsourced the company in which is going to be producing it. You know, Masuda is going to be still on it, which is going to be great. Which, for those people who are kind of new to the Pokemon world, Masuda, or the Masuda method, was named after him, which was how you would get shinies through breeding using foreign Pokemon, as well as the fact of the matter that, you know, he was part of the original development team for Diamond and Pearl. It's like, and then they're outsourcing the project too, which is huge for the Pokemon company, which has been all about control for the past couple of years. It's like one of these things where, you know, there's a lot of telltale signs that are pointing in the direction of they've heard us and they're actually going to kind of change some things up. I could be wrong. You know, this is something that it doesn't come out till, you know, it sounds like November 19th is the pin date, aka later of this year. So we'll be interested to see what that looks like. But at the end of the day, very, very optimistic as the future to come, you know. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention battle styles too. That's 7. So there is 7 sets, and we don't even know what's coming out next. We know EV Heroes has kind of been announced. So we're gonna at least have 8 Pokemon Sinnoh themed sets, or at least I would presume with the VMAX variation to Sword and Shield, to whatever it is they're gonna do with Sinnoh. So very excited about that. But yeah, other than that, as far as it goes, already went over kind of the Pokemon news. Is the Garchomp and Cynthia's card shiny? Top 10 questions science can't answer. That's so funny you say that. I don't think it is shiny. But I mean, it's it's hard to tell. And that's the thing about the thing about Garchomp. Garchomp's my favorite Pokemon of all time, yet the variation of it shiny is garbage. However, if you Mega Evolve it, it turns pink. And I have a shiny Gibble, and so I trained it so that when I Mega Evolve it, it turns pink. So I think that's really sick. That they were able to change the shiny. I think they did a good job with that. Same with Gengar. Kind of like shiny Gengar is white. So I think they did a good job with the Mega Evolutions. So, but outside of that, as far as it goes, with news, obviously everything coming out tomorrow. We'll get more updates, more news. I'll try and be more active on social media when it comes to tweeting these things, because I haven't been using Twitter much unless I'm posting on Instagram. So definitely want to kind of try and stay active on that, so people could really use this as a news source as well as a source for buying Pokemon products. But yeah, no, as far as it goes, I can't really think about anything else. I mentioned Logan Paul got $40,000 Pokemon packs sold now. Is around the average price, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, just that's kind of it. So yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow and all the updates we're going to be getting for the new Pokemon set to come up for the 25th anniversary. So, you were wondering what news will be announced tomorrow? Yeah, man, I am too. I know that they've the partner packs are going to be found in the Target, so that is one thing. For those people who don't know about it, stay on the lookout for that. They're also going to have pin collections and mini tins at Target from what the leaks have been said. So definitely stay on the lookout. But I'm very excited for tomorrow. I'll be talking about it in my Discord. I'll start adding links to the Discord too for people that want to kind of go back and be able to kind of interact with the Pokemon community. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm